Get babies dropped off here, dropped off there. I'm sick of it.
But
it stops today, because that baby is not my son.
She's in a different room.
Do you think it's appropriate for you to be sharing a bed on?
Well, we don't sleep in the same room.
His father?
He's already had one man tested before.
I didn't have him tested. He had her tested. Have sex. You're
Staying together for a year. She must be sleeping around.
She always
and use your rap career and try to say that I want to trap. That's why we here today, to prove you wrong, that I'm not trapping you.
Yeah, we gotta prove that today then.
When you first met me now, good hustle, get my own good money.
Case 1, the courtroom atmosphere was electric from the start. Ms. MC Burr came forward demanding a DNA test to find out if her son, Paquito Hughes, was truly the father of Ms. Jack Jackson's 2-year-old boy, Elijah. On top of that, she accused Ms. Jackson of trashing her family online, calling them deadbeats for the world to see.
You petitioned the court for a DNA test to prove your Paquito Hughes is not father of Ms. Jack's 2-year-old son. You're suing Ms. Jackson for $1,000 for defamation of character because you claim she posted comments on social media claiming you and your family are deadbeats.
Tempers flared almost instantly. Ms. NC Burr pulled no punches, tossing insults at Ms. Jackson and even presenting a photo to argue that Elijah looked nothing like her family. Her point? Paquito couldn't possibly be the father just by appearance alone.
The little boy looks nothing like my son or any member of my family at all.
A photo of your son and the child in question,
right.
And you say the child looks nothing like your son.
That baby white as snow. There's no way that be my grandchild or my son's baby. He has no features like none of them.
The relationship itself came under the microscope. Ms. Jackson insisted she and Mr. Hughes were exclusive during the time Elijah was conceived. But Ms. NC Burr fired back, dismissing her as nothing more than a side snack in her son's life.
So how long have you been in a relationship?
Well, maybe about 15, 18 months.
Were you in a committed relationship?
I thought we was.
Was he the only person you were intimate with during that time?
And she knows she lying.
This DNA right here has been in our life. She's never was a girl. You are a vampire. You are just a fly-by-night. He didn't know anything about you. He's been in a relationship.
In a moment of visible frustration, Ms. Met Burr vented about being dragged into paternity claims over and over again. She claimed women were constantly showing up saying her son fathered their kids. Babies dropped here, babies dropped there, she exclaimed. It ends today.
Get babies dropped off here, dropped off there. I'm sick of it.
But
it stops today, because that baby is not my son.
She's a liar because you just had a wild that got shut down by the police station last week.
Hello?
Oh, ma'am.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Some hoes in this house.
It is true because why is your neighbors complaining about the sex?
A photo of Mr. Hughes kissing Elijah was shown, which deeply upset Miss MC Burr. She doubled down, insisting Elijah wasn't her grandson. The questioning took a wild turn when the judge raised the possibility that Mr. Hughes' own brother might be the father, given his alleged involvement with Ms. Jackson.
When you look at this picture,
it makes me want to throw up.
It seems your son is kissing the baby. It makes you want to, why? For your son to be kissing an innocent child?
Because it's not here.
It doesn't matter, really. Your brother is sleeping with her and not using protection. Couldn't he possibly be Elijah's father?
Not in this case.
Mama's baby's papa's maybe.
The drama didn't stop there. It came out that Elijah sometimes called other men daddy. Ms. Jackson explained this as harmless confusion, claiming Elijah simply mistook other men who resembled his father. Still, the courtroom buzzed like a beehive after hearing it.
Heard her tell another guy who was out in the parking lot. She told him, she said, Cash, come on with daddy.
I've heard him call other dudes daddy, though. She makes it hard on herself because she feels a lot of doubts in the situation.
When he sees somebody light-skinned, my son sees somebody, because he's not there every day and all day, you know. So when my son sees like a tall light-skinned guy with a head on, he's daddy, and I'm like,
no, that man was black.
No.
Next, the defamation issue was addressed head-on. Ms. MC Burr argued that Ms. Jackson's social media rants damaged her family's reputation. But with no solid evidence, the judge tossed the claim aside. That left only one thing, the ultimate question of paternity.
We going around telling everybody, well, we're deadbeat, we don't do nothing for the baby. How am I supposed to do something for a child that I don't know?
But what proof did you bring to court that these statements occurred?
If I had my phone, I'd pull up the Facebook where she posted on Facebook.
We need proof
You
that
did.
she defamed
I never said anything about you guys, and I never will, because I have no respect.
Finally, the big reveal arrived. The judge opened the DNA test results, and the entire room held its breath.
And whether Mr. Hughes is the father, Mr. Hughes, you are Elijah's father.
No! That's a lie! That's a lie!
What came next would decide not just Elijah's paternity but the fate of every heated word spoken in that courtroom. Case 2, buckle up, because this family drama starts with a bang. Miss Carroll walks into court determined to prove that Mr. Parr is the father of her energetic 3-year-old Dawson. She believes that confirming the truth will finally mend their broken family ties. But Mr. Parr isn't buying it, openly doubting he's the dad and saying he's done with the emotional roller coaster.
Miss Carroll, you say you are here to save your family. You are certain Mr. Parr is the biological father of your 3-year-old son, Dawson. You say his denial has torn your family apart, and you were here to put his doubts to rest.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just when things seem straightforward, Ms. Carroll tosses in a game-changing twist, a camping trip gone sideways. What was supposed to be a little time apart from Mr. Parr turned into an unexpected encounter with another man.
We went on a camping trip, we had some drinks, went on the lake, thing led to another, and I hooked up with somebody else. We were not together. We got back home, I don't know, a couple weeks or so, and then we had ended up fixing things, and we had gotten back together. I just didn't feel like myself.
The timeline gets even murkier as Ms. Carroll explains how quickly her pregnancy test turned positive. This raises eyebrows. Was Mr. Parr incapable of fathering a child, or was he right on target after all? The uncertainty hangs thick in the air, but the real answers are about to come from a scientific pro.
I ended up going to the doctor right after I took the pregnancy test. A couple days later, I made a doctor's appointment and went to the doctor. They told me the date I conceived was the weekend that I was on the camping trip. The next week, I went and got an ultrasound done. Dawson was measuring farther than what I was. They could not give me an exact due date, so they said by the ultrasounds and seeing how far along I was, that their original date of conception was wrong.
A surprising turn comes when Dawson's recent health scare brings diabetes into the mix. The condition runs in Mr. Parr's family, yet not in Ms. Carroll. This genetic clue could point straight toward Mr. Parr. It could be a total misdirection. Either way, the audience is hooked.
Or anyone on my side of the family was diabetic. And I told them no, but I know Chris is diabetic. Diabetes runs in his side of the family. They told me that diabetes could have loss of circulation, which could be why his feet and hands and lips were turning purple. So that to me also made me think, okay, well, there it is. There's more proof that he's yours. No one in my side of the family has diabetes.
Enter Dr. Samantha Brown Parr, ready to dissect the case like a genetic detective. She explains how pregnancy test timing works, breaking it down with a mix of medical expertise and courtroom flair.
And so I want to hear from you. Is there something to her testimony? She felt like Mr. Parr would have been the child's father because how quickly those lines came up on that pregnancy test.
The minute sperm and egg come together and implant on your uterine wall, there is a hormone that's released called beta-human chorionic gonadotropin.
Finally, the moment everyone's been waiting for arrives. The judge holds the envelope. The room falls silent, and you can almost hear hearts pounding. The answer inside will settle the question once and for always, Mr. Parr Dawson's dad.
I think we are at a place where our theories and our testimony have taken us as far as we can go. So I have the results for you. Jerome, may I have the envelope, please? It has been determined by this court. Mr. Parr, you are not the father.
Case 3, get ready, because this family saga doesn't waste a second. The episode opens with Mr. Bradley finally confronting the question that has haunted him his entire life: who is his father? He's pinning his hopes on a DNA test to bring clarity. Across the room, Mr. Tesner flatly denies being the man in question, pointing to another name on the birth certificate.
Mr. Bradley, you say for 19 years you've wondered, who is my father? And you're hoping today's DNA test solves your intra-family mystery. Mr. Tesner, you claim you are 100% sure you are not Mr. Bradley's father. Say another man is on his birth certificate and paid child support. You say the dates of conception do not add up.
Yes, Your Honor, that's right.
The emotional weight is heavy as Mr. Bradley shares what it was like to grow up without a dad. He recalls standing alone at school events, watching other kids with their fathers, and feeling that gap in his life. The turning point came during a heated argument between his mother and Antoine. The aunt blurted out a possible truth about his father.
I joined Boy Scouts. I had to go with a friend and his father. Kind of felt like a third wheel when I watched them interact with each other and to the juries at the Boy Scouts, and kind of just had to go friends and their fathers to do things.
And so all your life you felt this
void and a longing to have a father myself to spend time with.
Mr. Tesner's account adds a whole new twist. He insists his relationship with Bradley's mother was fleeting and vague, claiming he had no idea she was pregnant. Years later, being pulled into a paternity case blindsided him.
We only dated for about a month. I remember pulling over on the side road one time to make out. I cannot even remember having sex with her, that she was pregnant or that a baby was born.
You were never contacted?
I was never contacted. His aunt brought him to my house, said he was my baby, but I didn't believe her. because I had heard nothing from the mom, knew nothing about her being pregnant. I just thought she was messing with me.
Then comes the legal bombshell. The court hears that another man, not Tessner, had once been listed as the father during years of child support before fighting to overturn the claim. The revelation sparked fiery accusations about deceit, legal injustice, and the emotional fallout of false paternity.
Why is she going after the other man for child support in 1984? And he's a roofer, and roofers only worked part of the time. I'm in the military in 1984. If I'm the dad, why didn't you go after me then? I paid child support on my other kids.
This whole thing has been masterminded.
She just changes it to whoever's doing better. That's who she tells him is daddy.
As the DNA results draw near, emotions boil over. Bradley's desperation for closure clashes with Tessner's need to clear his name once and for all. The air is thick with anxiety, both men knowing that what's about to be revealed could either bring resolution or open new wounds.
He's seeing him in jail. You can't give a man his freedom back. Or the times that he spent paying all that money buying me school clothes. I didn't get to know my great-grandmother. I didn't get to know my great-grandpa. I didn't get to know none of these people.
I would have been there if I knew the truth. I paid for my other two kids until they was 8. I'm raising 2 of my grandkids right.
Finally, the judge opens the envelope. The room falls silent. Every eye is fixed on the bench as the results are read aloud, ready to deliver a truth that could heal a lifetime of questions or shatter what little peace remains.
It has been determined that Mr. Tessner, you are his father.
Case 4, hold on tight mess. Williams storms into court determined to prove that Mr. Glover is the father of her 10-month-old son, Ralph. She blasts him as a man-child who plays games instead of stepping up. Mr. Glover fires back, branding her a clout-chasing groupie trying to tie him down for financial gain off his rising rap career.
You say you are furious that Mr. Glover is denying paternity of your 10-month-old son. You claim Mr. Glover, irresponsible man-child who would rather play mind games, and you intend to prove paternity today.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say Ms. Williams is a promiscuous groupie who hatched a complicated plan in order to cash in on your rap career.
When pressed about the mind games, Ms. Williams unleashes a barrage of claims accusing Mr. Glover of ducking responsibility and juggling multiple women. They recount their first meeting, with him bragging about his status as an entertainer during a music video shoot at her complex.
Your Honor, let me tell you about Mr. Glover right here. He plays a lot of mind games. When he wants to go out and be with other women and lie and cheat, then he starts to argue and say, well, hey, that's not my baby anyway. I don't have to sit around.
Well, I was doing videos in apartments that she was staying in. Everybody know me around every...
You a famous entertainer?
Yeah, I was famous entertainer. City, state to state, I'm everywhere.
Ms. Williams recalls how he once promised to be a one-woman man, making her believe they build a family together. But once the excitement wore off, she says, his attention drifted back to other women. Their back and forth paints a picture of a whirlwind romance that quickly soured, fueled by mistrust and broken promises.
The first day she met me, she always wanted me. She always chased me around every spot I ever went to. She always...
And use your rap career and try to say that I want to trap. That's why we here today, to prove you wrong, that I'm not trapping you.
Yeah, we gotta prove that today then.
When you first met me now, good hustle, get my own good money.
Then enters Ms. Nolan Mister, Glover's sister with a scandalous claim. She hints that Ms. Williams had a sugar daddy offering more than just friendly help. She recounts a suspicious hotel encounter where she retrieved clothes for Ms. Williams after a supposed private meeting. With every detail, the drama spirals deeper into a web of secrets and speculation.
When it comes to a sugar daddy, a daddy ain't gonna be there unless you giving him some sugar. Her and my brother, they got in verbal disagreement at the end of December 2016. Jaleesa called me. She asked me, could I go by their place to pick her up some clothes? So I said, of course, yeah, I'll go by your house. Send me the address, shoot me the address. And I brought some footage.
Finally, the moment everyone's been waiting for arrives. The judge calls for the DNA results, ready to cut through the accusations and reveal the truth about Ralph's father once and for all. The courtroom holds its breath, bracing for a verdict that could flip the entire story on its head.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Glover, you are the father.
So where's the clap on, clap on, clap.
Case 5. The case takes a wild turn when Mr. Belding raises questions about whether his ex-girlfriend, Ms. Marsh's child Jordan, might be linked to his own father. This messy twist stems from an unusual living arrangement where Ms. Marsh let Mr. Belding's dad stay under her roof. The court isn't leading anything to chance.
You claim little Jordan's biological father may be your own father.
Yes, Your Honor.
You've also petitioned the court for a lie detector test for Ms. Marsh to determine the extent of her relationship with your dad. Mr. Belding's father will also be joining us on to that accusation in just a few moments.
Ms. Marsh stays firm, defending her decision to give Mr. Belding's father a place to stay. She insists she was helping someone who had run out of options with family and friends. The Belding side fires back, questioning why he couldn't stay anywhere else.
With me and my mom, as a matter of fact, and he slept in a totally different room. It was a 3-bedroom house. We never
was the
slept in
first
same
house.
room. And
There's
we've
been
always had
several.
more than 3 rooms.
Out of all the places you could live,
He had nowhere to go. Literally, I asked her, and his sister said, no, I'm not going to let
So,
a
Mr.
man I
Belding.
call my dad stay on the streets.
Soon, accusations start flying in every direction. Mr. Belding and his mother spread rumors from the community, hinting at past paternity tests and suggesting there might be other possible fathers.
I already
not
had
it.
one man tested before.
I didn't have him tested. He had her tested. I know who the father of my daughter is, and is this man right here.
She thinks Zach's the dad, but he can't do nothing with her. He's not allowed. Except for the night you spent the night and you had sex with her, which was just 2 months, Your
We
Honor.
didn't have sex. You're
So together
Your
for
Honor.
a year, she must be sleeping around, is all I have to say.
No.
Then, the man at the center of the controversy, Mr. Belding's father, takes the stand. He pushes back hard against whispers of an inappropriate relationship with Ms. Marsh. Standing his ground, he insists he's innocent and wants to shut down the rumors once and for all.
Kind of. I mean, the schedules between her mother's schedule, my schedule, and Amber's schedule, there was always someone there to take care of the baby.
how do you feel your son is accusing you of being the father of Ms. Marsh?
It's a little frustrating. I feel kind of demeaned by it, and I have never laid a finger on Amber Marsh.
Judge Lake steps in, pressing Ms. Marsh on why she shared a bed with Mr. Belding's dad in the first place. Her explanation about the sleeping arrangement sounds shaky at best, and the judge isn't convinced. The tension in the room could cut glass as both sides wait for the final word.
3-bedroom apartment, it was different rooms. And then when we lived at my mom's, I worked 3rd shift and he worked 1st. We slept in the same bed, but not together.
See who's lying? Our story isn't changing like hers.
At first, we slept in different rooms. And
Do
then
you
when we
think
moved,
it's
we
appropriate for you to be sharing a bed on
Well, we don't sleep in the same room.
his father?
At last, the DNA results arrive. The envelope opens, the courtroom falls silent, and in one breathless moment, the truth is revealed, ready to shatter assumptions and change everything for good.
Mr. Belding Jr., you are her father.
That's my baby.